It's the year 859 AD. Bjorn Loth Brock, the legendary Viking chieftain, has set his sights on the Mediterranean. With a fleet of dragon-headed longships, he aims to expand his influence and gather riches from the prosperous lands to the south. The Mediterranean, a hub of ancient civilizations and thriving trade routes, was a tantalizing prize for the Vikings. Controlling it would mean access to wealth, resources, and strategic advantages. However, the local naval forces were well prepared and fiercely protective of their territory. Bjorn Loth Brock's fleet, seasoned from countless raids and battles, sailed confidently into the Balearic Sea. Their objective: to confront and overcome the local navy, thereby establishing Viking dominance in the region. The stakes were high, and the battle that ensued was nothing short of legendary. The local forces, aware of the Viking threat, had fortified their defenses and assembled a formidable fleet. They knew that a defeat here would leave their coastal cities vulnerable to Viking plunder and occupation. As Bjorn's fleet approached, tension filled the air. The Vikings, renowned for their seafaring prowess and battle tactics, were ready. Their longships, designed for speed and maneuverability, were a stark contrast to the heavier and less agile local vessels. As the fleets closed in on each other, the calm sea became a stage for impending chaos. Bjor Loth Brock, standing at the helm of his flagship, signaled the beginning of the assault. The Vikings launched a coordinated attack, utilizing their ship's superior speed to outmaneuver the local fleet. Arrows flew, swords clashed, and the sound of battle roared across the waters. One of the key advantages of the Viking fleet was their use of the Skeld Moore, or shield wall, adapted for naval combat. Warriors locked their shields together, creating a moving fortress on the decks of their ships. This formation protected them from the initial volleys of arrows and allowed them to close in on the enemy vessels. As the Viking longships crashed into the local ships, warriors leapt across the gaps, engaging in brutal hand-to-hand combat. The agility of the Vikings, honed through years of raids and warfare, gave them the upper hand. They moved swiftly, striking down their foes with precision and ferocity. The local forces fought valiantly, but the Vikings' relentless assault began to take its toll. Bjorn's strategic acumen became evident as he directed his fleet with precision, exploiting weaknesses in the enemy's formation. The local navy, despite their numerical advantage, struggled to contain the Viking onslaught. The tide of battle turned decisively in favor of the Vikings when Bjorn executed a daring flanking maneuver. A contingent of longships circled around the enemy fleet, attacking from the rear and causing chaos among the local ranks. This unexpected move shattered the enemy's morale and disrupted their defenses. With their formation broken and ships ablaze, the local forces were forced into a hasty retreat. The Vikings, relentless in their pursuit, continued to harry their foes, ensuring that the enemy fleet could not regroup or mount a counterattack. Victory was within their grasp. As the last remnants of the local navy fled, the Vikings celebrated their hard-won triumph. The Battle of the Balearic Sea was over, and Bjorn Loth Brock had secured a crucial victory. The path was now clear for further expeditions into the Mediterranean, and Viking influence would spread across the region. The battle not only demonstrated the Vikings' superior naval tactics, but also their indomitable spirit and strategic brilliance. Bjorn Loth Brock's leadership was instrumental in this victory, and his name would be remembered as one of the great Viking chieftains who dared to challenge and conquer the mighty Mediterranean. In the aftermath of the battle, the Vikings consolidated their hold on the Balearic Sea, establishing a base of operations for future raids and expeditions. The wealth and resources of the Mediterranean were now within their reach, marking a new chapter in the Viking saga. The Battle of the Balearic Sea stands as a testament to the Vikings' relentless pursuit of power and glory. It was a clash of titans, where strategy, skill, and sheer determination carved a path to victory. Bjorn Loth Brock's triumph paved the way for the Viking Age's continued expansion and left an indelible mark on history. Join us next time as we explore more epic tales of Viking conquests and the fearless warriors who shaped the course of history. Until then, remember the legacy of Bjorn Loth Brock and the Battle of the Balearic Sea, a defining moment in the Viking saga.